Today we're at a local switchgear company.
And we're going to show you switchgear and what's inside it.
If you want to understand how big buildings get their power, the first thing you got to understand is this equipment. At Zang, we help our customers determine what kind of medium voltage equipment, even when the answer is not obvious. But today, we're going to take it back to basics. Switchgear is exactly what it sounds. It's a series of switches that turns your power on and off. But switchgear can get more complicated than just on and off. In this case here, there's breakers, and these breakers are controlled by relays. So what the breakers are going to do is ensure that if there's an overcurrent situation, the breaker is going to open and turn that circuit off. This is a part of the switchgear that most people never get to see. Inside, you've got a lot of wiring for relays, control switches, terminals, and all of this is for the breaker.
This is a breaker cubicle right here. This section we put draw-out breakers in, and these are relays and protection devices that protect the breaker. And they are relay circuits. Some of them are as simple as controls to fuses, and then if the breaker starts to malfunction, if it starts doing something wrong or some loading is incorrect, these devices trip the breaker out so it doesn't cause any damage to the customer's equipment, or so it doesn't, more importantly, cause damage to the utility company upstream. These are just terminals. These are the protective devices here. These large units here, this is where the controls are. So when you close the door, here's where you can see what's going on in the relay. You can turn the relay on or off, or you've got breaker control switches here. You can turn the breakers on and off manually. The relays do them electronically. So that's why the relays are mounted here and not inside the door. This gear will go inside of a walk-in house. It's a structure that had doors on both ends. The center aisle, you can walk in. Now you're out of the inclement weather and you're able to work on the breakers here, turn them on, turn them off, do whatever you want to do. If it was outdoor gear, you wouldn't see any of these, okay? There would be a weatherproof door over the front. You can open the weatherproof door, and then typically what the problem is, if you're outside and you open the door and it's raining or snowing out, then you have a chance of moisture getting on these components. That's why we prefer the walk-in gear for this type of equipment with all the controls.
There's essentially two different kinds of switchgear. There's metal-enclosed switchgear and there's metal-clad switchgear. And typically, metal-clad switchgear is made with breakers, draw-out breakers, and metal-enclosed switchgear is more of your switch and fuse type of gear. This piece of gear right here is metal-clad. Breakers, relays. You're not going to see that typically in a switch and fuse lineup. Here we're at the rear side of a piece of metal-clad switchgear, so on the other side is the front face of the breakers and the relays. But back here we have a door-in-door construction. This door right here is basically a protective screening, because once you open that up, you're going to be exposed to live bus. Everything there, you don't want to touch that. That's all live bus in there, so they typically are going to have this door-in-door construction just so that the personnel or the operator who's working on the switchgear does have an extra layer of protection before he gets into that live bus. But typically, you don't ever even want to be opening this exterior door unless your gear is completely dead.